Hello, this is Victor at restoreyourmercedes.com. This video is for repair shop in Florida. Gentlemen, so I got your throttles here. I finally got through them. These were both throttles from hell, to be honest with you. It was so much work. This one I took apart 3 times. This one I took apart twice. But I finally got them to work to my standards. Like, I'm pretty much okay with everything that we see here. So whatever problems that were found, I have corrected to the best of my abilities, and I've tested them vigorously, extensively, and all that good stuff. Now, just want to show you the actual readings. And your Egas module, by the way, I did have to do a little service on this module as well, just for good measure, because we don't know, you know, this was original. This is not rebuilt or anything, repaired, nothing was touched. But you know, on this point, it's used one too. It appears to be used one because of the green paint on bolts. So that is something that I wanted to look into. So I tested it, I drove on it. So you know, I showed you all these things on the video, along with the last video yesterday that I made showing throttles open fully, because right now on the bench they do not open fully, because that's just a bench test. That's just the way it is. End stops are off. It's all this good stuff. But in any event, what we need to see here, we need to see the actual values here, see where we are, where we stand, and just basically a final video before these are ready to be mailed. Temperature. So these units has been energized overnight again. So we see about over 100 degrees we have on them. So it takes a while to actually warm them up to this temperature, so it's not that easy. The module itself, as you can see, is around 85, 86. That's okay. Cold module, for example, as you can see, room temperature 79 and 80. Cold unit here, as you can see, also room temperature 79, 80. That's how hot it is in my workshop today. Not put an AC on for today. It's still bearable. So this is what we have: 85, 100, and whatnot. So we're okay here. The activation, as you can see, you saw activations many times already, so it doesn't matter. The live readings, that's what I wanted to show you, and the actual codes from the module that are stored in the module itself. The actual readings are really nice because we have absolutely even readout from both units as a reference. These will change, that's normal. We want these to be correlated as much as we can, and these things are pretty much ideal. Well, they better be. I mean, after all this time I spend them on these things. When we open throttles, let's say we open it halfway, right, so they're slightly open, we also want to see even reading close enough. I mean, this is actually more or less ideal. But usually they're not even, they're off slightly, but this is just really good. And wide open throttle, we need to see 1.99. That's usually 190 to 190, yeah, 1.99, 1.9 to 1.99. Usually this is about where these end up with wide open throttle on the bench. Again, on the bench, not on the vehicle. On the vehicle the readings might be different. That's normal, because left bank, right bank, adjustment, mass airflow, and all that good stuff. So that is on the bench. And on the bench, these are the readings. You can compare them with a bunch of other videos that I have shown these bench tests, and you can see that readings will be pretty much exactly the same. These are not as important because we just you know, R1s, that is just throttle position, so it doesn't really matter. We need these two to trace properly, and that's where we are. Next thing I want to show you real quick is the codes. All right, so let's take a look at the codes, and I'm gonna try to clear them. It's difficult to do on the bench. Unfortunately, it's not that simple. See, what else can we see? I don't think we can show anything here. Yeah, this is cruise control. I don't think I can show anything anything else. This specific throttles are not on the vehicle, so you know, they're not they're not on the car, so there is basically no communication with other modules. Even these things don't show up. It's just that the way it is, but they do work, obviously. Okay, so let's go and look. This is communication. You see, there's no communication, so it's transmitting, so it's sending the signal out, but it's not receiving anything. But like I said, you showed I mean, you saw a video of me driving the car with this module in it, and I don't have a problem with it. It can be very sneaky, those modules. So let's just go over the codes. So the unit itself, obviously failure, fuel safety shut off, signal to the LH because we have no communication, and resetting. This is the secondary throttle. This is the one we had bigger issues with, and that's what it actually stored as the codes. Like I said, I'm going to try to clear them. It will take a little bit. I will get to clear them anyway. I just have to do manipulations with ignition on, ignition off, and all that good stuff. So because this is sort of a makeshift bench, I don't have like switch, you know, I'll just do it. I'll just basically make it so you might have some codes stored in terms of communication, but that won't really be you know, pretty much vital or any kind of important, because I'm using these units here with Egas module absolutely on the bench. There are no other modules that are physically connected to Egas, so obviously communication issues. ASR modules, I'm not going to go there because that's ABS module. I know I have yours. I'm gonna just mail it back out to you. Here's your ASR module. So yeah, this one I'm just gonna send it back because really ASR module will not give you problems that you experienced. It just has nothing to do with it. Although you might have some issues with ABS and ASR light lighting up on the dash, but we'll talk about it later. It's not about the actual module. Okay, so basically this is it. I'm just gonna send you this video. You're gonna check it out. I'm gonna start packing these things, and off they go. The bolts, they're thread locked, okay, because they usually are like riveted at the end, but I don't rivet them. I cut them. Well, I needed to take these things apart twice, one of them 3 times, and second, well, anyway, so I just put thread lock and that works fine. Okay, so basically this is it, and yeah, these are alive and ready to be sent out and installed on the vehicle. All right, Victor here, restoreyourmercedes.com, and thank you for watching.